In today's video tutorial, I will be showing you how to make these summer crochet baby buckle shoes with beads. I will start with sole, making 4 rounds there. Then I will continue crocheting the upper part with beads. We will crochet the buckle in the process of making upper part. I made the spiral with bead as well, and finishing the work by making 3 chain picot around the sole and upper part. Let's start the work. For work I will be using a ball of yarn, a crochet hook, some stitch markers, a measuring tape and beads. Begin the sole by making a chain of 14. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. This is foundation chain. Now begin the first round. For this, chain 2 to bring up the yarn. Yarn over the hook. Skip 2 chain stitches away from the hook and make half double crochet 3 into the 3rd stitch. Make the first one, and we need to do 2 more times. 1 and make the second one. Continue making half double crochet into each of next 6 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then double crochet into each of next 6 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into the last chain stitch of the foundation chain, we make 7 double crochet stitches. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the work upside down and continue working into the same chain stitch. 5, 6 and 7. We're at the opposite side. Continue the first round working through the same chain stitches of the foundation chain. Double crochet into each of next 6 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then half double crochet into each of next 6 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now into the last chain stitch make half double crochet 3. Make the first one, make the second one, half double crochet, and the third one. Complete the first round by making a slip stitch into the second chain stitch. The first round is ready. Crochet the second round. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn. Then double crochet into the same chain stitch that we have just worked a slip stitch into. Then double crochet twice into the next stitch of the previous round. Make the first double crochet and the second double crochet into the same stitch. Continue double crochet into each of next 15 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We had just done 15 double crochet stitches in a row. Then double crochet twice into each of next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Continue. Double crochet 3 into the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Continue this round working on the opposite side. Work the same stitches in reverse order. Double crochet twice into the following 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Double crochet into each of next 15 stitches. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I made 15 double crochet, and now double crochet twice into the following stitch. Make the first one double crochet and the second one. And now I need to do double crochet into the chain stitch that we worked a slip stitch into the complete the previous round. To complete the round by making a slip stitch into the third chain stitch that we made on the beginning of this round. The second round is done. Let's continue the work and begin the third round. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn, then double crochet twice into each of next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Double crochet 15 in a row. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Then double crochet twice into each of next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into the next stitch, double crochet 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now before we continue this round, insert the stitch marker into the middle double of these 3 that are worked into the one stitch, and marker into the second double. Here 3 double crochet stitches. This stitch marker shows us the center of the toy. Now let's continue and complete the third round. Double crochet twice into the following 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Double crochet into each of next 15 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. And we need to do double crochet twice into each of next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and make the last time. Complete the third round by working a slip stitch into the third chain stitch at the beginning of this round. Round 3 is finished. The stitch marker shows us the center of the toy. The next round is a round of single crochet stitches, so start round 4, chain to bring up the yarn, and make single crochet into each stitch of the previous round, like this. Keep working in this way till the end of this round. Don't forget to move the stitch marker to the new round. I'm about to complete round 4. Insert the hook into the first chain stitch on the beginning by making a slip stitch. The round is done. Now the sole for the shoe is ready. Now before we start the next round, take 2 more stitch markers and from the middle one already had count 12 stitch to the both sides, so do not count the stitch with marker. I will count to the right first, skip 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and insert the stitch marker into the 12th stitch. Now do the same to the other side, skip 11 stitches. I remind you, we do not count the stitch with marker. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and insert the stitch marker into the 12th stitch. Now we can begin the upper part of the shoe. Begin crocheting round 5. Make chain to bring up the yarn. Then chain 3 more for the chain space. 1, 2, 3. Then skip 2 stitches of the previous round and single crochet into the third one. Then chain 3, skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the third one. 1, 2, 3 chains, skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the third stitch. Chain 3, skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the third stitch. 1, 2, 3 chains, skip 1, 2 and single crochet into the third one. Chain 3, skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the third stitch. 1, 2, 3. We skip 2 stitches. I remove the stitch marker and make single crochet into the stitch that was marked. we continue the work. Chain 2, and now I will be making cluster made of 3 double crochet. Then yarn over the hook. For this, make yarn over the hook. Insert the hook into 2 loops of the single crochet, pull up a loop and pull through 2 loops. Then yarn over the hook to work with second double crochet. Insert the hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, and make the last double crochet into the same 2 loops. Then yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook to finish the cluster. We skip 2 stitches and make single crochet into the third one. So remove the middle marker and continue the same till the next stitch marker. Chain 2, yarn over the hook to work with first double crochet, insert the hook into 2 loops, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, make the second double crochet into the same 2 loops, the third one, then yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook, skip 2 stitches and make single crochet into the third one. Keep working in this way till the stitch marker. I have just done a cluster, skip 2 stitches, remove the stitch marker, insert the hook into this stitch that was marked and make single crochet into this stitch. And I continue making chain spaces. For this, chain 3. For the chain space, then we skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and single crochet into the third one. 1, 2, 3 chains, skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the third one. Chain 3, skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the third stitch. 1, 2, 3 chains, skip 1, 2 and single crochet into the third stitch. 1, 2, 3 chains, skip 1, 2 and single crochet into the third stitch. 1, 2, 3 chains, skip 1, 2 and single crochet into the third one. Let's make the last chain space. For this, chain 2, insert the hook into the first chain stitch by making a single crochet. Round 5 is ready. Let's look what we have now. This is one side and it is another one. Begin the next 6th round. Insert the hook into the same chain space by making a single crochet. Chain 3 for the chain space and single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and single crochet into the next chain space. I will be making this sequence chain 3 and single crochet till the first cluster. Continue chain 3 and single crochet, chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3 and make single crochet into the chain space, chain 3 and make single crochet into the last chain space. Let's make the cluster. For this, chain 2, yarn over the hook to work with first double crochet, insert the hook into 2 loops of the single crochet, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, then yarn over, insert the hook into the same. Into the same 2 loops, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops. And repeat the last time. Hook, insert the hook into the same 2 loops, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops. Then yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook. The cluster is ready. At this point I join a bead. Take a bead, put it on the hook. Here you need to have the beads that you can insert the hook into easily. Insert the hook into the chain stitch made of 2 chains. Pull up a loop through the stitch and pull this loop through the bead on the hook, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops to complete the single crochet. Chain 2 and repeat making the cluster. Make the first double crochet into 2 loops of the single crochet that was made with bead. I remind you that cluster consists of 3 double crochet stitches. Make the first double crochet, make the second double crochet into the same 2 loops, make the third one into the same 2 loops, and pull through all loops on the hook. Take a bead, put it on the hook, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop through the stitch and pull through this loop through the bead on the hook, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops to complete the single crochet. So you continue making cluster with bead till the end of the clusters of the previous round, or till this point. I made the single crochet with bead into each cluster. Once we have done the last cluster, and make single crochet into the chain space. As we did on the opposite side. Now continue to work the same. Chain 3 and single crochet, chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3 and make single crochet, chain 3 and single crochet, 3 chains and make single crochet into the chain space. Make the last one, chain 3, insert the hook into the single crochet by making a slip stitch. Round 6 is done. Before we continue, we stop and look at work. I added 8 beads in this round. And we continue with round 7. Insert the hook into the chain stitch of the chain space by making a slip stitch. Then single crochet into the same chain space, chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3 and single crochet, 3 chains and make single crochet into the next chain space, 3 chains and make single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3 and single crochet, 3 chains and make single crochet into the last chain space before the cluster. As we did before, chain 2 and make a cluster made of 3 double crochet. Make the first double crochet into 2 loops of the single crochet, Then make the second double crochet into the same 2 loops, the third double crochet into the same 2 loops, and pull through all loops on the hook. Take a bead, put it on the hook, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop through the stitch, and then pull this loop through the bead on the hook, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops to complete the single crochet. And repeat again. I make the same way as we did at the previous time. Chain 2, then make a cluster made of 3 double crochet, make the first double crochet into 2 loops of the single crochet, make the second double crochet into the same 2 loops, and the third double crochet, then yarn over and pull through. Take a bead, put it on the hook, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop through the stitch and pull this loop through the bead of the hook, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops to finish single crochet. Keep working in this way till the end of the clusters of the previous round. As I did in the previous time, I have made single crochet with bead into each cluster. I made the last cluster, and now single crochet into the 3 chain space. Then single crochet and 3 chain space till the end of this round. Make chain 3 and single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chains and make single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space. Make the last chain space, 1, 2 chains. Insert the hook into the single crochet of this round by making a single crochet. Our summer baby shoe is almost ready. And we still need to continue the work. Let's start round 9. Single crochet into the same arch. I will be making chain 3 and single crochet into the next chain space till the toy part. Chain 3, single crochet. Now chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and single crochet. I have done 3 chain spaces. Then make a chain, take a bead, put it on the hook, insert the hook into the stitch of the cluster, pull up a loop through the stitch and pull this loop through the bead. Then yarn over and pull through 2 loops to complete the single crochet. Make a chain, take a bead, Put it on the hook. Insert the hook into the stitch of the cluster. Pull up a loop through the stitch, then pull this loop through the bead on the hook, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops to complete single crochet. Make a chain, take a bead, put it on the hook, insert the hook into the stitch of the cluster, pull up a loop through the stitch, then pull this loop through the bead on the hook and pull through 2 loops. Continue making single crochet with bead into each cluster till the end of the toy. There should be 10 beads with single crochet. Once we have done the last single crochet with bead, you can check yourself. It should be 10 of them. Then make a chain, insert the hook into the next chain space and make a single crochet into this chain space. Then I will crocheting 3 chain spaces, chain 3 and single crochet, chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3 and make single crochet into the chain space, 3 chains and make single crochet. Make the last chain space, chain 3, insert the hook into the single crochet of this row of this round and make a slip stitch. Round 9 is done. Let's look at the baby shoe. Here how it looks so far. We are almost done with toy part. Begin next 10th round. Make a slip stitch into the chain stitch of the chain space and make single crochet into the same chain space. Chain 3 for the chain space and single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3 and single crochet, chain 3 and single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3 and single crochet, and make the last chain space, 1, 2, 3 chains. I skip chain stitch and insert the hook into the next chain stitch, a single crochet and make a single crochet, 3 chains for the chain space. We skip a chain stitch, insert the hook into the next chain stitch by making a single crochet, 1, 2, 3 chains. We skip first chain stitch and make single crochet into the second chain stitch, 1, 2, 3 chains, skip this chain stitch and make single crochet into the second chain stitch, 1, 2, 3 chains for the chain space, skip this chain stitch and make single crochet into the next chain stitch, 1, 2, 3 chains. I skip this chain stitch and make single crochet into the chain space. Let's count our chain spaces that we made on the toy part of the shoe. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We just check it ourselves, everything correct, and we continue the work. Continue making chain 3 for the chain space and make single crochet into the next chain space. chain 3 and single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3 and make single crochet. Make one more time, chain 3 and make single crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, insert the hook into the single crochet of this row and make a single crochet. Round 10 is done. Let's look at shoe. Begin round 11. Make single crochet into the chain space. It will be a round of 2 chain spaces, chain 2 and single crochet into the next chain space, 2 chains and single crochet, 2 chains and make single crochet into the next chain space, 1, 2 chains and make single crochet into the next chain space, 2 chains and make single crochet into the next chain space, 1, 2 and make single crochet into the next chain space, 2 chains and single crochet. Continue working in this way till the end of this round. I'm about to complete this round. I made the last one. Insert the hook into the single crochet and make a slip stitch. The round 11 is done. Let's look at work. Before we continue, let's make some marks. From the beginning of the round, we skip 6 chain spaces to the left side. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insert the stitch marker into the stitch that is after the 6th chain space. Now skip 5 chain spaces to the right. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert the stitch marker into the stitch that is before the chain space. Let's look. And begin the next one. Make a chain to bring up the yarn. Make single crochet 2 into the next chain space. 1, 2, then single crochet through the stitch. Repeat again, single crochet into the next chain space. 1, and the second. Single crochet and single crochet through the stitch. Continue making single crochet in this way till the first stitch marker. We have just done single crochet till the marker. Remove the marker. Make single crochet into the stitch that was marked and make a picot on the top of this single crochet. Chain 3 for the picot. Insert the hook into 2 loops of the single crochet by making a slip stitch. The picot is ready. Continue. Make single crochet into the next chain space. Then single crochet through the stitch and and chain 3 for the picot and the slip stitch, and repeat again, single crochet into the next chain space and single crochet through the stitch, and on the top of this single crochet I will be making a picot, chain 3 for the picot and make a slip stitch. Keep working in this way till the second stitch marker. I made single crochet into the chain space before the stitch marker. Remove the marker. Make single crochet into the stitch that was marked and chain 3 for the picot and a slip stitch into 2 loops of the single crochet. Continue. Single crochet 2 into the next chain space and single crochet through the stitch, 2 single crochet into the next chain space and single crochet through the stitch, 2 single crochet into the chain space and single crochet through the stitch, single crochet 2 into the chain space and single crochet through the stitch, single crochet 2 into the chain space. And to complete this round, insert the hook into the first chain stitch by making a slip stitch. Round is done and we need to cut off the yarn. Let's look at work. Before we start to make the buckle, we need to determine where we'll crochet the buckle. The buckle must be at the opposite side. I have already made the buckle for one shoe. We need to crochet the buckle for another one. It is easy to determine from which stitch we start to work. Here is the last single crochet with picot, and from this stitch we skip 1, 2 stitches and begin the work from the third one. As I said before, here is single crochet with picot, and from this single crochet we skip 1, 2 and I already joined the yarn into the third stitch and begin the buckle. For this, chain 3 to bring up the yarn and turn the work, yarn over the hook to work with double crochet and make double crochet through the next stitch of the previous round and continue. Make double crochet through the next stitch of the previous round and make double crochet into each stitch of the previous round till the third stitch from the last single crochet with picot on the opposite side. Now I show you how to find it. Here is the last single crochet with picot. From this stitch we skip 2 stitches and this is our third stitch. You can mark this stitch and you should make double crochet till this stitch. In total there should be 27 double crochet stitches. Once we have done a row of double crochet stitches, you should check yourself. It should be 27 double crochet stitches. And we continue the work. Make a chain of 15. I would show you, here is our 15 chains. The number of chains you determine by fitting. In my case, I have made 15 chains. Let's begin the work. A chain of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The chain is done. and we continue the work. A chain of 5 for the spiral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn. 1, 2, 3. Now make 3 chain picot on the last chain stitch. Chain 3 for the picot and make a slip stitch into the 4th chain stitch away from the hook. Picot is ready, then yarn over the hook. To work with double crochet, we skip 1, 2 stitches from the chain stitch that we made the picot into and make double crochet into this stitch. Then picot on the top of this double crochet, chain 3 and make a slip stitch into 2 loops of the double crochet. Take a bead, put it on the hook, insert the hook into the stitch that we made double crochet into and make single crochet with bead into the same stitch. Now picot on the top of this single crochet, chain 3 and a slip stitch into 2 loops of the single crochet. Then yarn over the hook and double crochet into the same chain stitch and picot on the top of this double crochet, chain 3 and a slip stitch. Double crochet with picot 3 times into each of next 3 chain stitches. Make the first double crochet and picot, the second double crochet and picot, the third one and picot, make the second time, double crochet and picot, double crochet and picot, double crochet and make the picot, and make the last time. Double crochet and picot, make the second double crochet and picot, and the third one. Make double crochet into the next stitch and picot on the top of this double crochet, chain 3 and a slip stitch. Then half double crochet into the same chain stitch and make a picot, chain 3 and a slip stitch. Then single crochet into the same chain stitch and picot, chain 3 and a slip stitch. The spiral is done. I wrap it a little bit. As a result, you have got a nice spiral with bead in the center. We continue the work. We hold our chain and make single crochet into the next chain stitch. On the top of this single crochet I will be making 5 chain picot. Make a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And insert the hook into 2 loops of the single crochet by making a slip stitch. This is the small bottom for the button. In my case it is a bead. If you want a buckle make bigger, you should make more chains in the picot. Now you can see clearly. Then single crochet into the next chain stitch, single crochet into the next chain stitch and make picot on the top of this single crochet, chain 3 and a slip stitch. Then make single crochet through the next chain stitch, continue single crochet through the next stitch and picot. Continue single crochet through the next stitch and so on. Keep working in this way till the end of this row. Alternate with single crochet and single crochet with picot. I'm about to complete this row. Once we have done single crochet without picot, insert the hook into the third chain stitch on the beginning of this row and make a single crochet and picot, chain 3 and a slip stitch into 2 loops of the single crochet. Now we can cut off the yarn. I leave longer yarn to sew the bead or a button. Let's look at our shoe. Here is our buckle with spiral. Our summer baby shoe is almost ready. We need to sew the bead. For more beautiful look, I will crocheting picot trim around the sole. For this, I put a heel part of the shoe, insert the hook into the loop, pull up a loop, make a chain to begin the row. Then make single crochet into the same loop that we just worked into and make a picot on the top of this single crochet, chain 3 and make a slip stitch. Then single crochet through the next stitch, make single crochet with picot through the next stitch. I have free and not free loops. I will be working with all loops in this row. Make a single crochet and make a picot. I alternate with single crochet and single crochet with picot. Then single crochet through the next stitch. Then single crochet through the next stitch and picot. Make single crochet into the next stitch. This single crochet without picot. Continue single crochet with picot through the next stitch. Single crochet through the next stitch without picot. Here I am working through the stitches of the last round of the sole. It was round 4. Then single crochet through the next stitch with picot. Keep working in this way till the end of this round. I have done single crochet with picot. Make the last single crochet without picot into the next stitch. To complete this round, skip a chain stitch and insert the hook into the single crochet by making a slip stitch. We have already cut off the yarn. Our shoe is ready. I remind you again, I was working with all 3 loops. Now you can see our simple trim, how it looks on the shoe. This is the sole, made of 4 rounds. Let's look at the upper part of the shoe. The upper part made of chain spaces, puff stitches with beads on the toe, and finishing this shoe by crocheting buckle. The second shoe works the exact same way as the first one. For this shoe I used over 13 beads. In this video tutorial you have learned how to crochet such summer baby buckle shoes with beads. Also you have known how to crochet spiral buckle for such shoe. Now let's measure the size. My shoe measures from 10 cm 5 mm to 11 cm 5 mm. Thanks for watching.